Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of draft champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Donald Butler brings him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, here's Henry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, it's Prescott. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go.
The play clock's running down. Elway. Right side caught by Jackson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. John Elway scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Third and long for Prescott. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Elway. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second and 10, Elway again. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Second quarter now, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. First and 10, Elway. And it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again on second and 10, it's Elway. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Elway, caught out left side by Robinson. And a gain there of 11 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool them with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
On 2nd down, Elway. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elway. And Jeffrey's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deshaun Jackson, 29 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it now with Young, the fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come out here in the eye. Elway to throw on second. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Here's Elway to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Second down, Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag. And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. A first down throw for Prescott. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 11 yards for number 11. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch. And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On second down, Prescott again. They set up the screen for Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, it's Prescott. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. From the red zone now, Prescott. And Fasano here brings it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Throwing. Prescott. Caught by Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
In the slot on the right is Graham. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Elway. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
All right, here we go.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Now Elway on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In the slot on the right is Graham.
Here we go now.
On first down, Elway. A dump off to Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first, they'll throw with Elway. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Elway. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Prescott now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Here we go! Ohio!
On third down, it's Prescott. He dumps it off for Henry. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he gets it to Funchess complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing. Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Elway on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the deep? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here we go. Flag round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Play action, Elway. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Alshon Jeffrey from 17 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Dallas first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The Fasano here brings it in. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, Elway's going to throw it. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Elway.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Elway to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down following the incompletion. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Second and 10, Elway again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Elway off the bootleg. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He's going to let it go again. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.